What is up, THL? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Saloon. In fact, our final, well, I guess our next to final episode of the season. I, of course, as always, am the Big Ted, joined as always by RonMexico. How's it going?
Hey, it's going good, man. Really excited that we're in the home stretch. You know, it's championship week right now. We got our captains on either side guesting with us tonight, and excited to talk some final week of Hero.
Yeah. Also, as always, we have Sage. How is it going?
Yeah. Hey, man. Y'all doing all right tonight?
Yep.
Doing good.
Yeah, man. Did y'all have a good
Enjoying
weekend?
that GIF. That's
Oh,
an excellent GIF.
dude. I just for anybody that doesn't know, that's from the movie Wicker Man. Nick Cage is inside the bear suit. So that it's still a Nick Cage gif, all right? I just want to make sure everybody knows.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, and now to move on to our first guest. First, we have the captain for the Spies That Flies, SuperMurloc. How's it going?
Going all right. Good to be here.
And we also have the captain for Tam Tam Surf Slam, Lefty. How's it going?
Yo, what up? I'm alright.
Yeah, first wanted to just say congratulations to you two and your teams for making finals. It's a really brutal season.
Definitely big congrats. Yeah, it's been a long season.
Yeah.
This is one of the longest seasons I've ever participated in, and that was just regular season play.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, but anyways, it is time to start off with our usual segment. We start off with Player of the Week. Sage?
But we didn't get a write-up for the Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to just say who it is? Because we already know.
Yeah.
Because, so the Player of the Week in Hero this week is going to be Ted, the Big Ted, our very own Ted.
Incredible.
And
congratulations.
So
thank you.
I'm pretty sure that the reason that he got Player of the Week is because going into making playoffs.
Yeah.
He was the deciding match. Like if he didn't win his match, then they literally didn't make playoffs. Dad Legend would have made playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted's match decided so many fates, and that it was so huge. And him winning it is the whole reason that he's Player of the Week. It was big. That was a really, really, really decisive match. And good job, Ted. Congratulations. And congratulations on, getting there. Damn, man. You guys got pretty far. Anyways, we'd forgotten to reach out to Based for the Player of the Week last week. And I went ahead and did that, and all Based really had to say, she said, just that they're flying to that boat. Yeah, I believe it.
Nice.
She already got one. She's looking to get another.
Awesome.
I think she'll get there.
Yeah.
It's an impressive season for sure.
All right. Well, yeah. Next, it's time to look at our meta report from last week. Obviously, not as many lineups to look at, considering we had a much lower sample size.
Super low sample size here. Obviously, just 2 matches.
So empty.
Yeah.
It makes me sad, honestly.
But yeah, kind of entertaining to see the 3 top lineups. None of them went positive.
Yeah, it's almost like nobody won. There's not a whole lot to say about this. Just, when we get this late in the season, it really narrows down. The lineup choices are very important, but a lot of players are bringing similar lineups, so you just kind of really get so much closer to that 50-50 mark. We can see, though, that last week there was a very strong performance by Druid, winning 7 games and losing only 1.
I think the most weird class last week was Shaman. Went 66% win rate with 2 bans.
Incredible. The first 2 bans of the entire season.
We have been shitting on Shaman all season long, and look at it now.
Fresh off of being featured in F2L's lineup that was able to deny Dad Legend from making the playoffs. Maybe Shaman was making some noise and people were a little concerned about it because it did actually eat up 2 bans. And when it wasn't banned, it went 2-1 with a 66% win rate. So maybe it's on the rise again. Who knows? We can find out if there are any Shaman brings this week among our 10 total players.
Yeah. And Warrior, 28.57% win rate last week.
And the only thing that Warrior had nerfed was just 1 card taking away +1 attack on a weapon.
Yeah.
So interesting to see it drop so much.
And I mean, I think that was 2 things. One, because, obviously if it's the usual, if you're not banning it, you're ready to play it.
Right.
And also, Demon Hunter was one class that would always bully. And all of a sudden we saw not a lot of people bringing Demon Hunter. So it lost like a good matchup.
Yeah, with the Demon Hunter nerf, there were a lot of people that were shying away from it. It'll also be pretty interesting to see if there's some Demon Hunter brings this week. And we could reach out to the captains of these teams for some insight, although I'm sure they just want to keep that quiet until it's actually announced and not tip off their opposition, who's also right here with us tonight.
I mean, listen, if you do want to give us any insights about lineups your teams are bringing, go ahead. But like Ron said, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, Murloc, Lefty, the floor is yours if you want to just go ahead. Either throw out some false positives or tip some things
We're all
off.
bringing
I
Shaman
think
and
that
Pally.
everybody's gonna bring 4 classes.
Everyone's
Shaman
going to
Pally.
bring 4 classes.
Nice.
All right.
Well said.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, there's not, meta at this point. It's pretty settled. And, we did see a bit of a shakeup with the nerfs, but overall it's still the same. Though Hunter did gain a lot of popularity with bans. I think that's the biggest change.
Absolutely. Yeah, there were Hunter bans earlier this season that were kind of on the rise for a little while, and then it settled right back into Warrior and Demon Hunter bans primarily. But the second most bans this week were actually Hunter. So it could be getting more bans in the finals. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, but anyways, I believe it is time to go into our review of what happened last week and our preview for the finals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the first match we have is Spies That Flies versus No Pros Here. Ron, do you want to read us through this one?
Sure thing. So, Spies That Flies versus No Pros Here. There was a no contest match because it was already decided before the final match needed to be played. Some really strong victories from Spies That Flies here. Lotus Knight with a big sweep over Skittles in the 2. Based with a 3-2 win once again over Pasca. Lemur getting a 3-2 victory over Disco, which we saw kicked off the playoffs right after Saloon last Tuesday. And Chubbs Peterson's hand losing to Electabuzz 1-3, but Electabuzz's win was not enough given the other losses for NPH to have a chance. That final match wasn't played, and Spies That Flies, as Based put it so well, flying to that boat.
Yeah. First off, just Murloc, do you have any comments about this match? I'm sure you're super proud of your team.
Oh yeah, I mean we're here, right? They've been awesome.
Yeah.
Just letting me talk my junk every week. So I am I'm very happy with what they've been. No, I'm happy to see any week that we don't have to play all the matches and get a win is one.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be really tough to top your top 3 for any team, and then 4 or 5 can pick up a win too.
We've got 3 1 seeds, and then
Yeah.
and then 2 guys at the bottom of the lineup who can beat anybody in there on any given week. So it's just it's a tall order. I mean, it's been done, so it can happen. But I mean,
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, an interesting side note there with your comment that you have basically 3 1 seeds with Based now at 545 PR. the dream is alive. If she wins next week, Spies That Flies could end the season with 3 players at 550 PR.
That is ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Pure
So
nonsense.
stupid.
And
How is
I'm
this
sure,
even allowed?
what's that?
So how is this even allowed? She would be 12-1.
Right? I mean, it was pretty clear that Based was just under PR from the start.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And just clearly
And
kind of rose up
once
to where she
again-
belongs.
Well, I would like to say once again, good job Anfall for managing to beat Based somehow.
Yeah.
What?
Unbelievable, I know.
Yeah. You're just having a down week, all right?
Yeah. Well,
That's all.
And I mean, it's Hearthstone. There's obviously a lot of variance, a lot of RNG. It can
Yes.
happen to anybody.
Yeah, and don't sell Anfall short. He's an excellent
No,
player.
definitely not.
He does well in multiple series, and he definitely earned himself a BGH on this season. But
yeah, that did. Yeah, he did.
as far as just the match recap here, I mean, I'm sure Murloc is absolutely thrilled that he didn't have to have any anxiety, going into the final game. The team just locked it up before the final match had to be played. We can't say the same for the other match, though. It really did come down to the wire.
Yeah.
All right.
Ted, do you want to take us through this one?
No, Sage, go ahead.
You don't have to. Yeah, go ahead, Sage.
Okay. All right. So
I'm just gonna take my headset off. Ron, can you give me thumbs up when I'm safe to come back?
yeah, you got it, man.
All right, thank you.
All right. So in Tan Pam Surf Slam versus the Cult, we see A2 Battleship and Heat Shock face off, and Heat Shock takes it 3-1 over A2 here. With a double warrior ban and a shaman bring by Heat Shock, we see him take it decisively over A2 in this one. And in the 2, we see sorry, kind of having a little hiccups a little bit. In the 2, we see the last champ take it just as decisively with shaman nonetheless against Martin Brodeur. I honestly don't even know his actual name now. I just know him as Marty. I see NH something and then just think of Marty. But we see him take it just as decisively over Martin Brodeur. And we see the Shaman ban coming from Martin Brodeur that last week. And then in the 3, we've got JR Jurgalaw just annihilating the same. I'm so sorry. She got swept, and that's gotta hurt. And so we see JR take the sweep over Sanguine, and in the 4, a close match between Osmonaut and the Big Ted going to 5 games, with a double hunter bans in the 3 and the 4. That's interesting. There must have been something going on there with their lineups, not wanting to see that hunter come out. Probably because they brought Priest. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then in the 5, we've got It's Me, Mike V, taking it 3-2 over Quaz. And was that the deciding match?
That was the deciding match. It happened live on Quaz's stream. It was a very close one that came right down to the wire. And Mike V was able to get the victory. Also very interesting, that he chose the Shaman ban there too.
He did. He banned the Shaman. They didn't like it. They didn't like seeing it. So they said, "Get out of here, Shaman." I guess Shaman is really showing up right now. That's real interesting. But a couple of Shaman bans, quite a lot of Shaman brings from the Cult, and they almost got there with it. And I'm not too surprised after we saw how F2L just roasted Dad Legend with Shaman going into playoffs. So yeah.
There were a lot of Shaman brings from the Cult and a couple of Shaman bans from Tan Pams. And Lefty, do you have any comments on this hard fought match here?
No, I mean, it came down to the wire, and once JR came into the Discord and said he swept, we were like, oh fuck, we're still in it. Sweet.
Yeah, that's a big moment for sure.
We just needed Mike to win, and he did.
Yeah, took the momentum from there.
All right.
Yeah, I bet that was definitely a happy moment for you when he came in talking about that sweep. Man, that was definitely a big game changer right there.
Oh yeah.
All right,
and I just want to point out that my picks for last week were atrocious. What did I go 4
and 5
or something?
4 and 5.
4 and
Yeah,
5.
I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
that bad. You were
Yeah.
just barely under 500
Which,
for your
Yeah.
picks for that week.
I mean, actually, if I'm not wrong, you started off 0-5, so you really bounced back well.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You got all of them wrong early, but then you just hit a hot streak late.
Yeah.
All right.
Still gives you a chance. If I pick terribly and you pick really well, you can still beat me on the season.
Yeah. But anyways, it is time for our finals preview. Spies That Flies versus Tam Tam Surf Slam. In the 1 seed, we have obviously versus A2. This is definitely an exciting storyline match. Obviously, more or less the mentor to A2. But A2 did get the best of him earlier this season, so who knows if he'll be able to do it again. 2 seed, we have Lotus versus JR. Battle of 2 8-4s. That's big. 3 seed, Basting versus NHL and JFam1, aka Marty Brodeur. We're going to see if we see base dominance continue or not. 4 seed, Lemur versus Osmonaut. Again, 7-4 versus 8-4. Insane. And then 5, we have Chubbs Peterson's Hand versus It's Me, Mike V. Battle of 2 6-6 players. Seems like it's very evenly matched.
This is a super close match.
Yeah, just really strong up and down the board. All right, so I'll start it off with my predictions. In the 1, I'm going with A2. Actually, I feel like I'm going against the grain with a lot of people, but A2 got it done earlier in the season. He's having a better season than Avi. I think he has the goods. 2 seed, I'm going with Lotus. Lotus is a very strong player. JR did play most of his season in the 3 seed, so I think Lotus has the shot there. 3 seed, I can't pick against Base. Base is just killing it. 4 seed, I'm going to go Osmonaut. You know, my legacy captain, well, ex-legacy captain at this point. But yeah, he's strong. I find it hard to pick against him. And in the 5 seed, I have Mike V. Chubbs has been struggling a little bit lately. He opened it up very strong on a different meta, but he's fallen off a bit lately. And I'm giving it 3-2 to Tam Tam Surf Slam, and funnily enough, that's actually exactly how it ended when they played earlier this season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So Tanpam's already has the victory over Spies, and I kind of agree with you in one sense that it seems like the series may be decided on the back of the 1 seed match between Avi and A2, and I'm really excited for this one. I really hope we can get this on stream. A2 has been very vocal about his relationship with Avi, and Avi taken an interest in helping him improve his play as time has gone on, and that is just a really exciting match that could potentially decide a championship. In this one for the title, I gotta say, I think I'm gonna give it to Spies. I think Avi, even though he's had a bit of a rocky season, he really does not want to go sub 500 on the season and miss out on a chance at a title. He is going to be fired up for this one. I think he comes firing on all cylinders and gets the win. I think once again, Lotus is going to get another victory for the Spies in the 2 seed. JR just barely missing out on his desired rematch with Based by like a fraction of a PR point to move up into the 2
I want to say it was
seed.
0.21. I don't know if I'm just.
0.21.
I don't know if I'm completely pulling that number out of my ass, but it just.
0.12, I think.
0.12.
all right.
Oh my, that's madness.
Yeah,
So
I was close. I just flipped the digits around there.
Yeah, just barely missing that rematch that he wanted. But I think either way, JR was up against an absolute giant of a player in either Lotus or Based, and I gotta give it to the 3 550s that are the strength of Spies. I think it's Avi, Lotus, and Based winning in the 1, 2, 3. NHL NJ fan Marty Brodeur, an excellent player, definitely capable of getting the victory. But if you've watched this show at all, you've probably heard me say I never pick against Based. I'm not going to break that now. I think Base gets that win. I do think that Tanpams gets the bottom 2 wins, though. Oz over Lemur should be close, but I think Oz has the slight edge. And I agree with Ted's assessment that Chubbs was on fire in a previous meta, But now that things have gotten a little bit of a shakeup, it looks like Mike V has kind of gained his footing more than Chubbs at the tail end of the season, and I think he's going to get that. So, if any of these matches shift the other way in the top three, or if Spies can steal a win in the bottom two, that could easily just flip the entire outcome of this series. It should be very close. I think Spies gets this win 3-2, and as Base said, flying on the way to that boat.
All right, Sage.
Yeah, that reminds me of that meme, right? That I've seen a couple times here lately, where they show the two pictures, and like corporate wants you to tell us the difference between these two pictures. That's like these two teams right now. Tell us the difference between these two teams, and you just look at them like they're the same. Like they're the same, honestly. And so, and the one with Avi versus A2. Like that is such a tough matchup to pick it, like because A2 beat him earlier in the season, but I think Avi has definitely heated up at going into playoffs. He really wants it. And that's one of the things you have to consider when you think about like who wants it more. And I think when Avi wants it, man, he takes it. And I think Avi's going to take it this week as well. In the two, JR has been in the three the entire season. He just moved up to the two. And I think he really stomped in the three, but he's going to find that two seeds are a much tougher bucket to be roaming around, and Lotus is going to give it to him as well. And in the three, I don't know how you ever pick against Based. Like, I mean, yeah, Anful beat her, but like, I mean, she is unstoppable outside of Anful. Honestly, I guess Anful is just Based kryptonite this season, and that's what's up. But Martin's going to go down the Based. That's the way I'm thinking. The 1, 2, 3, and in the 4, I think Lemur is a lot better than I remember him being. Somehow, I thought he was washed at the start of the season, but
There it is.
He has come back. He has come back. All right, the man is woke, and I think he's going to beat Osmonaut this week. It's going to be tough, though. These are all going to be close matches, I'm sure. Some of them closer than the others. But in the 5, I do think it's me, Mike V, is going to take it over Chubbs Peterson's hand. I think Chubbs had a super hot start, but has fallen off with the shakeups, and Mike has just adapted a little better. And I think Mike is going to take it over Chubbs. But I think that's the only win that Tam Pans is going to take this week, and Spies will take the other 4-1. I'm sorry, Lefty.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, Lefty, I mean, I think we probably all know what your predictions are probably going to be, but why don't you humor us anyways and tell us?
I mean, as much as I love my boy Morty, I can't pick a bit against base, but I'm going 4-1 Tam Pans.
All right, that's very fair. I think that's very reasonable. Murloc, what do you think?
I'm not even gonna give him one like he was so kind as to give us.
All right.
Over here.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Captains are picking their teams to win.
All right. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed it if you had said it beforehand, honestly.
Yeah, anyways.
I mean, I am a little bit surprised just that Lefty isn't calling the 5-0, so good on you, Lefty.
Yeah. I mean, like, come on, how are you going to pick against base, though?
Fair.
Yes, Sage?
Sorry, I had a question, but it's okay. Go ahead.
No.
We were just.
I'm
wondering what was
curious
on your mind.
how we're doing it tonight, man. Like, I feel like we're doing it just a little bit out of order to how we normally do it. Are we going to do the interview questions before the break, or like because they're both still here? I think they're both talking about having to leave. Like, we could do the interview now, and then after the break, we do all the All-Star stuff, right? Is that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We can do a quick interview now. Well, we have them.
We do have some questions from them.
Yeah. All right.
Diamond, thank you, Diamond.
All right.
Yeah.
Question time.
So I'm Sage. You just want to start reading them out?
All right. Yeah. So we've got We only have questions from Diamond, apparently. Chat, if
That's what we
anybody in
need.
chat has any questions, yes, Diamond, thank you so much. If anybody in chat has any questions, please ring in now and give us a call. Ring. But so for SuperMurloc, these questions are for SuperMurloc. He has some for both of y'all. For SuperMurloc, Diamond wants to know, what is your favorite Murloc card?
Yeah, so it's everybody can see it, that fly fin there. Just really like the flying Murloc one. But aside from that, I've been in love with Murger. That's been really fun to play with. So right now that's my favorite. It's just constantly changing. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I like playing with right now.
Very
Nice.
fair.
All right. And so his second question here from Murloc is, how was captaining your first season? How was captaining your first season, and why did you choose not to play this season? It's a two-parter.
So captaining's been awesome, and I think that anybody who had the pleasure of captaining a team who was so on top of their stuff like this team has been would say the same. I mean, so they've definitely taken any kind of like work, and it's kind of been nothing but fun, honestly. And it's not been something where I've had to do any kind of babysitting or any.
Hey,
5 have been awesome. So that's been awesome. But as far as why I didn't play, I was start of the season just finishing up my NBA and wanted to take back. I was going to play in 3 series, and it's like decided to cut it back, but still wanted to stay involved. So I figured, well, if I captain a team, and if I captain a team of players that I know are pretty much like I don't need to be staying on top of them all the time, then I can stay involved, but at the same time not have to worry playing a match every week kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I chose not to play. But yeah, I'm jumping back in Hero and like.
All
Nice.
right.
sweet, man.
Actually, a follow-up question related to that from the chat, from Silver T Fox Demon, Super Murloc. How did this super team come together?
All right, so we have to give all the credit in the world to me for messaging the right person first. But so the person I wanted on the team before I thought of anybody legacy season, and his prep for like the lower seed is just like amazing. Like the amount of what the amount of success that I had playing with him as a lower seed was just all about
Sorry,
his prep. He just
which
does
player
such
are
a
you referring to?
phenomenal job.
You cut in and out a little bit.
Of course, they would cut out then. Lotus Knight.
Lotus
Oh,
Knight.
Can you
okay.
hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Lotus Knight,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I messaged him asking him what his plans were, and pretty much told him that I wanted to build a team around a 50 PR player. And he did the rest. He said it sounded interesting, and he would see what else he had going on. Messaged me about 4 hours later and said, "Hey, I've got this idea for a team. We just need a 50 PR player." And yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah.
Oop. All right. So we had another question. Honestly, man, you're cutting out kind of really bad for me. I didn't even hear what player you were talking about had the idea for this,
Lotus
like
Knight.
building a team around Lotus Knight.
Yeah.
I had heard some stories about how Spies got started. I had a feeling it was going to be Lotus. Lotus just wanted to build a super team, and yeah, that's how I heard it came together. We did have one more question from Diamond for you. Is why do you think the Spies succeeded this season?
It's everybody. That top 3 is really just put together well. But so when you take a 50 PR player, because you have to take a 50 PR player. When you build a team top heavy like that and get half of the season wins out of your lower PR player, that's always going to carry you a long way. If you told me at the beginning of the season that one of my players was going to be under 500 and it was going to be my 1 seed, I'd be like, yeah. So everybody just put together a really awesome season. Lemur, who and happened not to be washed up.
Nice.
It was just it was everybody. I can't really sit there and say, like there's one reason why I would say that the really hot start like that Chubbs had as an example, I think that we were using a lot of
Sorry, you cut out there a little bit. A lot of what?
the Lotus prep that I mentioned
Oh, yeah.
earlier. And so Lotus Knight's prep, it was way more consistent early on when there weren't so many changes to the meta. And I think as the shifts happened, we were not able to rely on it as much and had to kind of feel things out a little more. So we couldn't just play these numbers games that we were playing earlier on. And I think you've touched on it a little bit, and it's made a difference. So, but like
fair.
as far as the hot start is concerned, like I would say that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, gave you a really good jumping off point, and fortunately, you guys were able to, find your footing really quickly, despite a lot of meta shakeups in a season like this.
Great. All right. And I believe there's a few questions for Lefty as well. So,
Yeah, there are a couple questions for Lefty. Lefty, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lefty. So here's the first question from Diamond. Diamond wants to know, what has been your favorite iteration of Tan Pam Surfs?
I guess I would have to say the one that I didn't play on, so that'd be this one.
Well played, Lefty.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't name the one with tuna, which I also support.
I love tuna.
I'm glad someone does.
I really just met Tuna recently, and I gotta say, like, he is one of my absolute favorite, most recent people to meet in THL. I'd only heard of him before then, and getting to know him here lately, man, I love him. I do. Tuna, I hope you're not watching.
Yeah, we're good friends in real life, and I love that band.
He's really nice. I like him.
Yeah.
So, question number 2: what's your favorite emo? Your favorite emoji?
That's not a question. It's the D&B emote. It's like, if you've ever seen Donnie Brasco and like Johnny Depp is explaining, forget about it, where like forget about it could just mean anything. The D&B emote is basically the same.
Yeah, man, the D&B emote. I feel that. I definitely do. You guys just like put it on anything, man. It's like sriracha sauce or the F word.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel that. I think he was expecting that answer, but he wanted to know. So the third question here: Can you explain the team logo? Like, what is the team logo?
Well, I'm pretty sure I had 2 logos rejected before I made this one myself with some simple editing. But the first logo was just like a screenshot of Zach, because Tan Pam Surf Slam came from the movie Dirty Grandpa with Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched The League, but the guy that plays Ruffy in The League, he owned like a surf shop in the movie. And the first time you see him, he just comes out wearing this fucking horse head mask. And so that's what I went with.
Nice. It's a good story. I think we heard this once from A2 when he was a guest. I love that story. It's a fantastic origin for the name.
Yeah, definitely.
They too told us so much stuff. I honestly don't remember anything specific.
Oh, we also have another question from chat here for you, Lefty. This one coming from Silver T Fox Demon as well. Are you happy to see Tan Pam's bring it back after a rocky last season? And how do you propose to bring a team back from such a rocky season before this?
I feel like Silver's asking for his own personal benefit here.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is there anything, subtext there?
I am definitely happy that we obviously had a much better season than we did last season. But I mean, the way to bring a team back from such a rocky season before, I don't know, what you do is you let your 5 seed recruit all the new players.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid strategy. Clearly, it's paying off. You get rid of tuna.
I was just about to say that, Silver. Unfortunately, you can't cut tuna, and I think that was his biggest secret. So I mean, to be fair, I think cutting sage instead Serves the
Yeah,
same
I mean,
purpose.
Silver, I think you'll be fine because you're getting rid of the garbage with Mia and Sage, so you can bounce back.
Well, teams haven't been revealed yet. All right, come on, guys.
All I'm saying is we're not. It's fine. We'll move on.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to be playing on Burnators next season. Whatever. Okay, no more spoilers.
It's not a spoiler. Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say, if you didn't know that, then you must have been living up on under a rock up until this point.
Our hat has gotten on to me about being too spoilery. Okay, I'm done.
Fair enough. Well,
Well,
we can move on.
well, I'm just wondering why our hat was here. All right. Anyways,
Because I talk too much. Shut up,
that's
man.
fair. All right, but
All right.
Anyways,
I
yeah.
have got
Anyways,
to get
moving
ready
on.
to go.
What's
All right, yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Well,
Yeah, Lefty. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
yeah, thank
for
you so
sure.
much. I really appreciate you sticking it out.
Yep,
Oops.
time to go put some kids to bed.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Lefty. Appreciate you, and good luck to you and your team in the finals.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Y'all take it easy.
See ya.
All right. So
And-
what is next for us? Are we doing the commercial break now? Is that the plan?
That's right.
Yeah. About that time, I guess.
About that time.
Well, commercial first, right? And then Allstars.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
do a
yeah,
quick
yeah.
little commercial break
Yeah.
right before All-Stars. So, got a little pitch for you guys, as always. Those of you out there watching, we appreciate you tuning in. And if you would please consider subscribing to our channel, we would greatly appreciate it. This subscription enables the THL team to help cover the various costs of operating our website, as well as improve the quality of our streams and content to our viewers. If you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you can subscribe to this channel for free. Subscribers will get a THL emoticon as well as the lovely THL chat badge. So hit that heart button and keep the notifications on to make sure you catch our team broadcasting live. We appreciate each and every one of you. Special note to our viewers, check out THL's other social media points of interest, our website, teamhearthlegends.com. Follow us on Twitter at THL_HS. Join us on Discord at Team Hearth Legends. Check out the THL POW podcast for power rankings for all series, wherever you find your podcasts. Saku, the legend himself, posts all of our videos on our YouTube channel. If you just search Team Hearth Legends, you can catch everything previously recorded. You're, of course, watching us on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Team Hearth Legends, or possibly on our YouTube channel in the future. And for all you THL fanatics, we still have shows every day of the week but one. And you can't go wrong tuning in at any time for some amazing Hearthstone-related content. Now back to the good part.
Big shout out to Chrisville89 and Silver T Fox Demon, both bringing us up during that commercial.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
awesome.
And
Thank you, guys.
big shout out to our main man Saku for all his hard work. He timestamps everything. And Saku, at some point, I would love it if you would let that. Like, I'm starting to get convinced that he doesn't actually watch everything; he just skims through because he's never told me his process. All right, and I say this a lot. I'm always asking, "What is your process, Saku?" If you're watching,
I don't know, Sage. Maybe he just doesn't like you.
Yeah, maybe. I think I'm maybe just too much of a jerk for his taste.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
and,
Also,
during the break,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, during the break, SuperMurloc had to go ahead and leave as well. He said that he loves all you guys, and he really appreciates us having him on and all that good stuff. And and yeah, so thank you, Super, for joining us.
yeah, I think everybody can tell as I frantically work to adjust the cams. Now that
Yeah. Well, we know that Murloc was having a little bit of weather issues, so
Yeah.
hope that you're staying safe. Again, congratulations on making finals, and good luck to you and your team. Appreciate you having coming on to the show as well, and take care of yourself.
All right. Yeah, but I do believe it is about time for All Stars. So
That's right. It's the moment that you've all been waiting for.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to announce the All Stars. We will get in touch with the two All Star captains to the draft, and then we'll do a quick rundown of what the format is.
Absolutely.
All right, so without further ado, let's get this started. First off, well, Ron, do you want to start? start us off?
So, would we like to start 5 seed or 1 seed? How are we going?
Let's start 1 seed.
1 seed. Okay. So, in the 1 seed, how do you have it revealed? The bottom first and then the top?
No, just both at once.
Just both at once. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 2 winners for the 1 seed. Of course, there are no separate conferences. And first off, we have from Spies That Flies, A2 Battleship with 68.2% of the vote, closely followed by Dabs, 56.8% of the vote, coming from Young Guns. And congratulations to you 1 seeds, an absolutely stacked hero season all season long. You two did incredible, well-deserved all-star appearance.
Yeah, man. From Young Guns, who
Definitely.
didn't really, they woke up late into the season and were just annihilating teams left and right and trying to keep people out of playoffs. And Dabs really, I think he spearheaded that. That was his idea. Clearly.
Yeah, he did absolutely incredible and well-deserved win in the 1 seed for All-Stars. So, sometimes the season doesn't go as you hoped, but Dabs still gets to make the All-Star team and have some fun in a fun new format that we'll cover briefly or in a moment.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And in the two, we've got our man, Ridiculous Hat, with 72.7% of the vote coming to us from Team Anoyo Team, I believe, and his the other 2 seed Liquid Ox from F2L with 61.4% of the vote. My God, these guys, they really got a good majority of these votes, didn't they?
Definitely, yeah.
They did really good, and our hat, he tore it up this past season.
I mean, as a note to how dominant these 2 seeds were, they're not even 2 seeds anymore. That's right. They actually ended the season, both of these players, as 1 seeds because they were so incredibly strong as 2 seeds all season long that they jumped up to the 1. Naturally, All-Star voting goes off of what seed you spent the most time in. So we do have them at the 2, but just incredible performances from these 2 players. Congratulations.
Yeah, and really impressive for Liquid Ox as well. He started in the 3 seed, I believe, and climbed up 1.
Actually,
That's
yeah,
incredible.
he was the 3 at the beginning of the season, spent most of his time in the 2, and ended in the 1.
Yeah. All right.
Monster season.
Yeah. And next up for the 3 seeds, we have the 2 people that will actually be our captains joining us shortly. The surprise of no one, Based Ink and Posca.
And could it really have been anyone else but Based Ink and Posca, the most dominant players, it seemed, throughout the entire Hero Series all season long? Interesting side note, actually, Based Ink with 86% of the vote, that's actually less than her match win rate on the season. She won 90% of her matches. So I don't know who out there wasn't voting for Based other than Based, which, hey, good on you.
I heard that Based did not vote for herself.
No, she did not.
Yeah, pretty funny.
No, yeah, I heard that too. I heard that there were 37 out of 43 players voted for Based.
But yeah.
All right.
Regardless, just consensus MVP, crossover player, all the accolades. And Posca with another incredible season himself. Obviously, Spies That Flies for Based and NPH for Posca. Well-deserved on both sides.
Definitely. Ron, go ahead, read us off the 4.
And in the 4 seed, this was probably our closest set of votes throughout. There were tons of contenders for the 4, and narrowly, we had 2 big winners coming from also F2L Black, The Chronic, with 54.5% of the vote, closely followed by, in the finals himself, from Tan Pam Surf Slam, Osmonaut, with 40.9% of the vote. Congratulations to these players. Very, very close voting, but when you look at the records, I'm not surprised that it's these 2.
Yeah. The record in the 4 and 5 are so close. Honestly, I had the most trouble picking out 5s this season, and the 2 that I picked actually are the ones that won. I'm not surprised about that because it really, you had to look at it and just try to go with your gut instinct. And in the 5, we see Electabuzz coming in with 56.8% of the votes. what team was he on? Why am I blanking on this?
NPH
right?
as well. Yeah.
NPH. He was on NPH. So he's coming in for the All-Stars, and then off of Dad Legend, Turd Herder, the player that replaced me on their roster, coming with 38.6% of the votes. He did damn good this season. They both did great. They're super close records and game scores, just all across the 5 seeds this season. It was crazy. It was really tough to pick. But they stood
Yeah,
out
the
to
5
me
seeds were
as
also
just-
super close. Mhm.
Yeah, they stood out to me for having the least amount of losses, which I think was just the best as far as like denying points to your opponents. That's something I was really looking at. So, and yeah, congratulations to all of our All-Stars. We'll go ahead and get the captains in here in just one moment, right?
Yeah.
Get them to draft.
Yeah, I know Posca isn't able to join us on voice, but he'll be typing out his picks in our Saloon DM. Looks like. Yeah, and I'm hoping Base joins us in a moment here.
Me
Hey,
too.
Based, welcome.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was amazing.
That was good timing.
All right, but yeah. Anyways, Posca does have the first pick, as he was it's the rule. He was the lower percentage pick, so he gets the first overall pick, and he has just announced his pick in chat.
Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
want me to read
Okay.
this out?
Considering
Go
the Oh, did you want to read it, Sage?
Oh, you got started. Go ahead, take it.
So, considering the decathlon format of this very special event, I have decided to prioritize versatility. I am extremely proud to announce that with the very first pick in this draft, I am selecting Ridiculous Hat.
Our hat
Yeah.
from the 1 seed going to Posca. That means Base, you will be getting dabs.
What? How did
or
what?
the 2 seed. Oh my god. You will be getting Liquid Ox. I am.
Oh, wait. I'm confused.
So
do I just not get to pick?
Is that the way it works? Where
Or is it snake draft?
No, alright, so you get the next pick. So how it works is like basically so like he picked our hat, so you get the other 2 seed. You get his counterpart, the 2 seed.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is how it worked last season.
Yes.
It's not entirely like a wide open, you can pick any one you want because we have the seeds mirror each other.
Yeah.
So the pick of our hat for Posca means an automatic pick of Ox for you, and now whichever seed you pick, whether it be 1, 4, or 5, automatically gives the other member of that seed to Posca.
Gotcha. Well, you spoiled it. I am picking Dabs.
you know it's funny. I was
just calling out Dabs right before Base picks Dabs.
Yeah.
Nice. I was one of the captains last season. And I forgot how this works as well, Based. So yeah.
I didn't get to participate in All-Stars last season.
I mean, Sage, looking at your performance, it looks like you forgot a lot about what you knew last season.
Sage got a championship. I don't know what you're talking about.
In Hero, you're right.
Is that an important one? I'm just kidding.
All right.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we are waiting for Posca's next pick.
And now it comes down to Posca's pick of a 4 or a 5 seed. Remaining players: Chronic, Osmonaut, Electabuzz, and Turd Herder.
I think we're waiting on Posca.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
as Posca debates on his decision.
All right, it looks like he is typing. So, but yeah, Base, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
So glad you could join us.
Yeah, and congratulations on your first championship, I believe. Last week.
Yes. Thank you. Congratulations on your 5th. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that?
Thank you.
Were you already the most winning player?
Yeah.
Or okay, so this
no,
is
not player. I was the most winning captain, but
is there someone with more than 5 championships?
No, I don't think so.
Sage just adding to the
Sage.
legend of Sage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had said that and then realized that it was going to come back around to me, and I just feel like I'm tooting my own horn at this point, guys. Can we just not during this show right now?
Okay.
Wait,
Like
Is this
all
Sage
week.
turning down the opportunity to talk about how great Sage is?
I can't believe it.
Wow.
I'm trying.
Well,
I'm trying
wonders
to
never
practice a little more
cease.
modesty. So Posca saying that he thinks he'll go slightly against what he initially thought he'd do.
Ooh.
So this is so fun reading out Discord messages on the show right now.
Hey, Darren, Avi's brother. Thanks for tuning in.
Do we
In
have
the
any
chat.
questions from the chat? We can field some questions from the chat while we waited.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not so much of a question as it is a statement.
Okay. Avi's brother? Oh, Avi has a brother? He never told me.
Avi has a brother.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anybody else have brothers?
RoboCat.
Actually, Base, you have a brother who's going to be playing in THL,
do,
correct?
yeah,
Or is already playing, right?
No,
Astropod.
I faced Base's brother.
Yeah, you did.
He beat me.
Oh, he was so proud.
All right. And without further ado, the pick is in from Posca. Coming from the 5 seed, his teammate, and the best 5 seed in the league still available. Of course, Posca wants Electabuzz on his team.
Which means Basie will be getting Turd Herder.
Not a bad pickup at all.
No. All right, and
he did great on that legend. And this is decathlon style, right? Did we go over the format yet?
No.
Go over it.
Thank you for paying attention to the show stage. But yeah, we will be going over it after this. All right. Anyways, Based, finally, your pick
So
between Chronic and Osmonaut.
I'm just gonna go with the synergy of Ox and the Chronic, both being from F2L. So I'm gonna take the Chronic.
All right.
Good logic. And bonus, now Ted and I can tease Oz about being the last pick.
Oh my god.
It works out nicely.
All right, so yeah, so we have the teams all picked out now?
Yeah.
Yes, so that settles our all-star teams. So just as a recap, Base Think's team is as follows: Liquid Ox, Dabs, Turd Herder, The Chronic, and of course Captain Based. And Posca's team is Ridiculous Hat, A2 Battleship, Electabuzz, and Osmonaut, with of course Captain Posca.
Teams.
And thank you, Posca, for joining us in chat to help do the draft during the show. That would have been a little bit awkward to have Base just come up here and pick all everybody she wanted.
Yeah, it
just
was
have you get the remnants.
much appreciated to have Posca join us, even though he couldn't join in voice. You know, submitting those picks through the channel here for us to read off. Much appreciated, Posca.
Yeah, just real quick, we'll go through the All-Star format. Ron, do you want to read through it for us? Real fast?
So, absolutely. So we have a brand new All-Star format this season. We're doing a bit of shakeup from previous seasons where we had all 5 players come together in a collective voice chat for a best of 5 series with competitive decks. We now have no more single conquest series. What we're going to see is each player in the All-Star team will compete individually in a unique event that will contribute to their team's overall score. The team with more points will be declared the winner of the All-Star game, and players will decide amongst themselves who will play for which event for their team. So as of course Posca mentioned, it is a bit more of a decathlon style. And with that, can go into the actual events themselves.
Yeah.
Put that one up on screen.
Yep. So I'll run through the 5 events. 5 events of the tryhard match. Just a normal BO5 constructed match. Last hero standing, 4 decks, 1 ban, just everything you're used to seeing. The dungeon run. Each player will begin a dungeon run at the same time, and the winner will be whoever makes it further in the dungeon run. And if they both make it to the same point, whoever completes it faster up until that point. will win.
Right, so partial speed run, partial survival. It's definitely going to depend on player skill there. That one's kind of cool. I like that one.
Next one is the arena run. Just each player plays an arena, and whoever gets more wins wins. And in the event of a tie, the two players will play a best of one match with a deck of their choice from their arena class. So very cool.
Special tiebreaker, just in case we have like two 12-win players or something.
Yeah. Next up, the battleground. Two players queue up into a battlegrounds game, and whoever makes it further wins. And finally, Tavern Brawl. Two players are gonna just head-to-head duel in a Tavern Brawl match.
Possibly the most random thing that can decide it. So,
Yeah.
It will be contingent on whatever Tavern Brawl we happen to have when we do the All-Star game, but it should be fun to see.
I've definitely heard a lot of people.
Watch it be. Hold on. Watch it be the
like a Brawliseum or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it's like the arena, but brawl.
Yeah. Then that's simple enough. Then it's just whoever makes it farther.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Brawliseum.
But then they have to dump a bunch of gold into
Well, I think you get a free one.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
The first one, I don't
Well,
know.
and like even then, it's only 150 gold. I don't think they're ever doing
like 2,000 at one point.
Yeah,
Something crazy like that. My God.
Yeah, the first time they did it, it was 1,000 gold, and I don't think anybody played it. And now, like from then on, it's been the exact same as an arena.
Yeah.
Same price, same reward structure, everything the same.
Much better.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah,
So
so obviously the teams will come together, and they will get to pick who they want to do each event. They don't have to perfectly match up seed-wise for the events, and best of 5, whoever wins 3 events wins.
Yeah. So obviously having these events in mind could have influenced some of the picks. Pasca's already gone on to something else, and Based is still here with us. Just want to also say thank you so much to Based for joining us live and doing this draft. Appreciate you taking your time out of your day to participate in this.
No problem. It's always fun to come on Saloon.
Hey.
Oh, yes. And I would like to thank everybody that joined us tonight. SuperMurloc, Lefty, Pasca, and Based. Once again, thank you all for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, honestly. And congratulations to everybody on all your achievements this season.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to just real fast read through the upcoming shows for this week, as I always do, and then we'll be ready to sign off.
Awesome.
But yeah, anyways, tomorrow night, of course, we have Heart Center going over what's happening in Pro, what Pro is going into the semifinal. Is Pro going into the final? Yeah, no, Pro is going into the finals this week. So we'll get a finals preview for Pro. Thursday night, we have Tavern Talk, which will be the championship show. Congratulations, Sage and HSA, once again. Ron, can you tell us who's going to be on?
So for Tavern Talk, we are actually going to have myself as a guest host, along with, of course, as always, DeSharmo and JR Juggerlaw. And we will have as many members of the championship team that we can get on from, of course, HSA, except unfortunately, Sage is not going to be able to join us.
Yeah, they've asked me a couple times to join them on Tavern Talk this season, and it's just really important. I work every Thursday of every week, so yeah.
Sorry guys,
timing happens. It just
we
does
understand.
not work out for me that way. I'm gonna bring my earbuds to work and see if I can jump in, maybe for just a moment. But yes.
Hey, if you could surprise join us, that'd be great. But regardless, the rest of the team is going to be repping for sure, and that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But and then after that, of course, we have Friday Night Fights on Friday with Saku and whatever crew he gets together. Saturday Showdown with Donde and whoever he has joining him. Sunday, it's Salty Saturday. I always say Saturday Showdown, but Salty Saturday and Sunday Showdown with Saku and his crew. Of Schoolstone at some point, hopefully. But in order for that to happen, we need you guys, specifically the Hero finalists and Pro finalists, to schedule your matches to be on stream during one of those streams or any other time. I know Content's always willing to throw together a team to cast a match. Schoolstone will have a Hero match. Awesome, JR.
Yeah,
do-
it's me.
Oh, it's you.
Me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's me
Sweet.
versus NHL.
All right, yeah, but hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping we get to see as much as Hero Series finals scheduled and streamed as possible. I know Osmonaut was talking to me about getting his match streamed against Lemur. I believe that he was either looking for Friday or Sunday night. So we're excited for that. But yeah, make sure you awesome JR. JR just said Lotus and he are working on theirs being streamed. Looks like we're gonna get most of them streamed, but anyways, make sure you keep your eyes on the THL Discord to see when those are gonna be streamed. But yeah,
Absolutely.
everyone.
Stay tuned.
I believe that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. I've been Ted.
I've been Sage, and thank you as well, and everybody for watching all season. Love you guys.
And I'm RonMexico.
All right, and we will see you guys next week for our championship show.
Have a good night, everyone.
Later.